Wilbur and Orville were two of 7 children born to Milton Wright, of English and Dutch ancestry, and Susan Catherine Koerner, of German and Swiss ancestry. The Wright family did not use middle names. Instead, their father made a conscious effort to give them unique first names. Milton Wright admired both of these clergymen. Wilbur and Orville were named after Wilbur Fisk and Orville Dewey, respectively. To their friends, they were Will and Orv, and to their neighbors in Dayton, they were simply the bishop's kids or the bishop's boys. The Wright family moved 12 times before finally relocating permanently to Dayton in 1884 due to their father's frequent travels as a bishop for the Church of the United Brethren in Christ. Orville was prone to mischief in elementary school and was once expelled. For his 2 younger sons, their father brought home a toy helicopter in 1878 when the family was residing in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Alphonse Pinard, a pioneer in French aviation, is credited with inspiring the creation of the device. It was about 1 foot long, made of paper, bamboo, and cork, and used a rubber band to spin its rotor. After playing with it until it broke, Wilbur and Orville built their own. They credited their experience with the toy as the initial inspiration for their interest in flying in later years. Although they both attended high school, the brothers did not graduate. Orville and Wilbur Wright recognized as having created, built, and flown the first successful motor-powered airplane. On December 17, 1903, they made the first controlled, sustained flight of a powered, heavier-than-air aircraft with the Wright Flyer at a location that is now known as Kill Devil Hills, 6 miles south of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Additionally, the brothers were the first to develop the aircraft controls that enabled powered fixed-wing flight. The Wright Flyer II and Wright Flyer III, the first truly useful fixed-wing aircraft, were created by the Wright brothers in 1904 and 1905 to improve the flying machine's endurance and aerodynamics. The brothers' 3-axis control system, which allowed the pilot to control the aircraft effectively and maintain its balance, was their breakthrough invention. The use of this technique is still common on all fixed-wing aircraft. As the solution to the flying problem, Wilbur and Orville focused their early aeronautical research on creating a dependable method of pilot control. This strategy was very different from other experimenters at the time who focused more on creating strong engines. The Wrights also gathered more precise data than ever before using a small home-built wind tunnel, which allowed them to create wings and propellers that were more effective. Their first U.S. patent did not claim the invention of a flying machine, but rather a method of controlling an aircraft's aerodynamics. The brothers spent years in their Dayton, Ohio shop working with printing presses, bicycles, motors, and other machinery, developing the mechanical skills necessary for their success. They believed that with practice, an unstable vehicle like a flying machine could be controlled and balanced because of their experience with bicycles, in particular. This was typical because many other aviation pioneers were devoted cyclists and engaged in various aspects of the bicycle industry. The brothers conducted extensive glider tests from 1900 until their first powered flights in late 1903, which also improved their piloting abilities. Charles Taylor, their shop mechanic, developed into a crucial member of the group and worked closely with the brothers to create their first airplane engine. The Wright brothers' claim to be the creators of the airplane has been contested by a number of parties. The numerous conflicting claims made by early aviators continue to be the subject of intense debate. They were excellent self-taught engineers who could manage a small business, according to Edward Roach, historian for the Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historical Park, but they lacked the business acumen or temperament to rule the expanding aviation sector.